don't get her. I don't know if she's scared that he's going to sit there and start outing her or doing exposures on her, because it's quite obvious to me that Cory sits with EQ, right? And that Cory is supporting, in my opinion, Miss Red to take her down. I do think that him and EQ is having conversations off TikTok, absolutely. And maybe he's saying the same thing to Miss Red. Oh, it's okay, I'm just, I'm taking EQ down or something. I don't know. But it's just very, very odd why Miss Red would support this man so much when he supports EQ. And it's what doesn't make sense also is that why EQ would be friends with Cory when Cory supports Miss Red. We all know what EQ is like. That'll be a big no-no. Oh my God, you're supporting Miss Red, do you know what I mean? She wouldn't like it. So it doesn't make sense why this EQ has Cory's back so much, knowing he supports Miss Red. So I assume they've got something up their sleeve in regards to Miss Red. And I think that with Cory, he's probably said something, listen, she gets 5k in the morning, I'm going to get her viewers. Because I did watch him, I think, last night, and her viewers was going into his live and gifting him. So I think he wants her viewers, like he did to me, basically. Clout chased, wanted the views, built his platform. He didn't build it from EQ, he didn't build it from anyone, he built it from here, Cory. And then turns around and says, oh, I'm going to take her down. Oh, I'm going to destroy Delusive, when he actually got a platform from here. So it's very cheeky for him to even, do you know what I mean? But Miss Red, I think, yeah, she definitely wants to take her down. So I don't know why she's constantly supporting him. She's her own worst enemy, I think, and she needs to wake up and realise what people are doing around her. This man is supportive of EQ, not you. He's coming on your life for one reason only, and that's the clout. And then once he builds up the clout on your viewers, I reckon, yeah, they will both take you down. Because EQ's not stupid. You know what I mean? She's not stupid. Any news on John Shields, Angie? Oh, yes. Have anyone got that video they can send me? Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I'm really, really disappointed with Miss Red that she didn't mention Cory. She seems to be constantly protecting him, and it's very bizarre. And I don't know why. Not just her, but other people are protecting this guy. He is the worst of the worst on this app. Worse than, in my eyes, EQ. And why is he getting a pass? Why is he getting a pass? Now, you heard the videos there of the things that he came out with and said, so I don't even know why EQ's calling me nasty when he sat there calling me a dirty C-U-N-T, a stinky C-U-N-T, all the names under the sun, ugly C-U-N-T, and then winning on Famous Darling. But not one FYP has spoken on it, not one that I have seen has spoken on that, But you want to talk about the Rickster, why? Because you have a dislike for him. You want to talk about the Sam because he was on my platform. That's the only reason. If Sam was on his own platform, it probably wouldn't have been mentioned. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Why is Sam getting... What? What's that? Why is Sam what? Where's that comment gone? He was calling out Sam after mocking some girl. Who was he? Who's he? Why is Sam getting a pass with you? Sam isn't getting a pass with me, right? What Cory did, right, was vile, yeah? Because the language he used, the aggressiveness, okay? He was homophobic, absolutely, okay? But not one person has mentioned it, but everyone has mentioned Sam. So I'm not going to mention Sam because everyone else is. Everyone else is mentioning it. The thing is, Sam lives in Spain. He lives in Spain. What do you want me to do? Anne just said a message. Oh, okay. Have I got a WhatsApp? Tagged me in it. Okay. If you want to have this conversation with Sam, have this conversation with Sam. Call him out. No, I won't. And I'll tell you why. Because no one calls out anybody on my platform. Like, they didn't call out Cory on my platform. So I refuse to call out Rickster, and I refuse to call out Sam. Yeah? Not until you start doing the FYP that's not biased and that you call out everybody. And then guess what? I'll sit here and call it out. But until you do that, I'm not talking on Sam and I'm not talking on Rickster. Because I'm so sick of their hypocrisy, where I'm going to sit here, call out Rickster, call out Sam, yeah, it's bad, but But they're going to call out anybody as Cory? No, they're not. They pick and choose what they call out. I'm going to do the same right now, so I won't be calling out them. Okay? Right. Yes. Call out. Listen, Miss Red goes live at 10. Call it out. You haven't called it out, so don't expect me to. Right. Should we get started with FYP? I totally agree with you. Exactly. Absolutely. What, you think I'm going to call out the people you dislike because you have a dislike for them? That's all it is. You know what I mean? You want me to call them out. But what, because you have a dislike for me and my friends and my platform, you don't want to you don't want to call your friends out. You know what I mean? They're just trying to cause an issue with you and Sam. Exactly. And there's no issue to be caused here. Call it out yourself. Yeah, I didn't really hear Miss Red calling out Sam. And she definitely didn't call out Cory. All the comments were saying Cory. All these comments, and she was trying to ignore them at the beginning. She's just trying to ignore them. And then when she mentioned it, I think she turned around and said, now correct me if I'm wrong, that it was basically Famous Darling's fault. Famous Darling had said something to him, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. There's no need for hate crime. You can call out, you can say something to someone, go for whatever, but you don't go for their sexuality. She turned around and said something about his vehicle. Big goddamn deal. So what? Yeah, stop looking, at, look at people's actions, stop looking at their reactions. I'm sick of people saying, but she did this, she did that. Oh, okay, so that gives him a pass for being transphobic then. You know what I mean? I'm very, very disappointed, honestly, in Miss Red this morning. Sent Angie, all right. That's the last one. Okay, what's this one? I did get any. Yeah. Oh, no one can take my platform down. They've tried for 3 years. I get more viewers than bloody EQ. So, I get, and Cory, so how are they going to take me down? Right. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Let's go, guys. I think this is for EastEnders. Alexa, play the EastEnders theme tune.
EastEnders theme, new BBC TV 2009 by Simon May on Amazon Music.
I mean, my friends. Do you know what I mean? No. Stop. Good morning. Oh, no, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Cult FYP, the best... Alexa, stop! The best FYP on TikTok. Yes, and the best cult and the only cult on TikTok. So, yes. Should we get started, guys, and play these videos? Let's see what we got. Oh, dear. I'm going to sort out my phone. I'm going to sort out my phone, guys, next week, right? I'm going to sort out the studio, so wish me luck. Because I'm useless with technology, I swear to God. Thank you, Candy Floss. Thank you. Right. What are we doing? Okay. We're going to start here. Now, I don't know if this is myself or Canadian Angie, but Jodie Lee, she's part of the evil army. You know, the one that was in Cory's last night and spoken to like shit, and she sat there going, you know, and ignored, and she's going, oh. Another follower. Oh, I can't stand these followers, man, like sheep. So it's Canadian Angie.
Why are we sitting on an app and going around saying we've debunked this, however, sitting there crying about your own story when you're drunk? I'm trying to be very
must
careful.
Be me.
A lot of spicy words want to be used, Minx. I am really trying.
Let's hit that again.
Why are we sitting on an app and going around saying we've debunked this, however, sitting there crying about your own story when you're drunk? I'm trying to be very careful. A lot of spicy words want to be used, Minx. I am really trying. And then sitting and going, we've debunked this. This is a lot. You don't know shit. You are not a court of law. You are not a judge.
And neither are you, love. So when you're getting someone on the platform saying, yeah, you're the one getting someone on the platform, yeah, saying, this is this person. This is who, whatever it may be, an awareness live on someone. Yeah, so where are your receipts? Yeah, so you better come with receipts, because I will debunk it. And it's quite simple, as you've got no receipts. Case closed.
You are a quote-unquote creator, and that's loose, on an app. You don't get to sit there and decide when someone else's story isn't true, but then sit there and cry about.
And you don't get to tell when someone's guilty either. Yeah, like you said, we're not in a courtroom, right? So you don't get to decide if someone is guilty.
Will not believing yours. Stand for victims. Stand for victims, or keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm dropping down TikTok shut.
I got bills I gotta pay.
Because I'm not an alcoholic, they don't support me. Invite the trolls, absolutely. I'll have all the delusive Angie's clout, absolutely. I'll have all the alcoholic enablers in my life.
You know, they're funny though, you keep mocking addiction. I don't have an addiction, but however, you do mock addiction. But did you not have, or do you not have addiction to food, where you've had to inject yourself to, lose weight? So that's also an addiction. So should we sit there and say, go and get a burger, Cory? Or should we call you FAT? You know what I mean? Should we call you Blobby? Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to prove a point here. I'm not calling him that. But it's the same. It's the same. Obesity is actually the worst of them all. Obesity. That's you. Yeah, that's you there, Cory. Yeah, you're probably in that category, or was in that category. So don't go mocking other people's addictions. So is gambling, absolutely. So is gambling.
Angela's got tax bills, you ready? Angie, this one's to you, babe. Angie's got tax bills. She's got to pay. She doesn't have to sit on TikTok every day. She's got one mouth that she constantly feeds. And now she's in front of everybody on TikTok. She's got a tax bill. Home with 60,000. I got bills.
You know what?
Hello? Go today.
You know what, right? He's such a snitch, isn't he? Haven't you heard that, Cory? Snitches get stitches. I'm only joking, guy, but what the hell? He reported me to HMRC. How embarrassing. But the funny thing is, I do remember a call with you, Cory, where you were saying you're fiddling the books on your business. But how am I going to report you? No, because that's not my thing. I don't report people. Listen, I say, you call the police. Yeah, have I done it? Yes. Have I followed it through? No. The thing, yes, he's as big as snitch. Yes, honestly, I don't understand how he even has friendships with anybody, because every friendship he has, you have a phone call with Cory and he's recording it, guaranteed you. Guarantee he's recording that phone call, ready to waiting to fall out with you to play it and put it all over social media. But yet people still do it, and I have no sympathy. So, and if he leaks any more information on people, I have no sympathy for you, because that's your stupidity. Because you know what the guy is like. Yeah, maybe just be careful what you say to him. Your own stupidity. Go cry about it, because I have no sympathy. It's not reporting your needs here, but it's not. It's Darren Speedo Thompson, go away. What the hell? You can't even put a real photo up of you. You know, people that go into someone's looks, right? Or you know, talks about, you know, the things you've just said there. You're insecure in your own looks, right? Because you can't even put your own face on on your profile. Hiding behind a green screen. Oh. How embarrassing. Oh, my ear's itchy. Thank you for the heart me's, guys. What does it mean when you've got an itchy ear? Alright. Next. Angie's fine the way she is. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Delusive Jojo. Thank you so much. Right. Thank you, guys, for the gifts. Thank you. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. Oh, I'm going to trigger you all again. Oh, God. I've got a wish list. So I just need £10 vouchers from Amazon because I want to buy a laptop. I don't feel I should pay it out of my own money. So I'm hoping other people will buy it for me. So it's on Amazon, guys. It's in my link. Just click it. I think there's a £5 voucher and there might be a £10 voucher. So yeah, just keep buying, guys. And then I can buy a laptop and do the studio thing. Links in the bio. Yes. Thank you. Yes, get your cash out. Right, where are we? Okay, what says Marcus, Ems, Brett and Miss Faye talk about court assassin and call her a wrong'un.
Would you even sit there and put underwear for your child on your Amazon wish list for some random person to buy that for your child, for then your child to fucking wear them? Go to the car park and get your own fucking knickers for your child.
And she said to me at the end of the battle, oh, you're just affected because you don't get on the FYP, and you're boring. And I said to her, I don't want to be on the FYP like you know, exposing all my fucking trauma and all. Do you know what I mean? That kid's got to grow up one day and have access to TikTok and see his mum. Yeah, all over TikTok, exposing her whole life.
I love the FYP. I absolutely love it. I'm like, oh, it's me again on the FYP. Absolutely. And I think Court Assassin loves being on the FYP because that's given her a platform, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Without the FYP, without the screen recordings, without people talking about her, people would know who she is, you know? So she loves it. She knows what she's doing. A lot of what she does is an act. I don't agree with what she's doing about kids' knickers on an Amazon wish list. That's just kind of weird. But I assume she's done that once again for reaction. She knows the reaction she's going to get. Oh my God, what? You know?
It's lovely, isn't it? You understand? She's put that out there for the universe to see now.
There's 2 kids. I'm both going to bring people.
She's disgusted. She don't even deserve her platform, to be honest. And people support it. This is what I don't understand as well. How are people supporting it? That's the part that I don't understand, you know? And then it gets blamed on AJ. AJ's the one that's bringing that kid up. He's nothing but a,
yeah, but can I just say, you're the ones talking about it all the time. So she must be doing something right. It's like Big Brother, yeah? I used to love Big Brother, but I watched it for their arguments, for the fights. I'm not watching it to see someone sit there like Miss Faye and the rest of them and having a chit-chat. Oh, how boring. You know, I'm not going to do that. So, you know, even though, you know, love or hate Court Assassin, you know, listen, I know that she gets on my wick at times, right? But, however, without people like Court Assassin, that app's going to be goddamn boring. Who are you going to talk about? I mean, here you are talking about her, you know? If you're not spoke about, then there's something wrong with you. It means you're boring.
Like, he's never been nasty. He's never been horrible. I've got AJ's number and everything. Like, he's just...
No supervised contact or anything. full time. He has that child, so he must be doing a fucking good job for that child and bringing that child up well.
Yeah, more than what she's doing.
They're saying that I've supported courts. I've never gifted courts.
Even Brett knows she's a fucking wrong'un.
Everyone knows, babe. But she's
You have to do a smile on your face, Brett, you know.
She is the wrong one. We all know that. Thank you, everyone. You know.
Yes, you know what I mean. You look after number one, and that's your children.
Oh. So there they are trying to get on the FYP. You know what I mean? Lola, we'll have a brand new one. It's pink. It's in. Oh dear, no, it's okay. Honestly, I'll get it because I don't trust other people. No offense to you, because I don't know if there's going to be a tracking device on there. Some spy device. No offense. Oh. Yeah, but thank you anyway. Right. Cory has a say on Delusive's talent show. Oh, yeah, which was amazing, guys. So yeah, it was a laugh, wasn't it? It wasn't as big as the last one, but it still was good. And she was amazing. The winner was amazing.
Well, she jumped up a little bit too quick. Now we have had... I don't know, right, why any of you go to a platform like this, right, for a talent show. I don't understand it, because you name one person in any of those boxes that have got talent. Name one person in any of those boxes that have got talent. Delusive Angie, what's her talent? Drinking. Ziana, what's her talent? Eating crisps. Breath Boy, rice cakes. Tin, God knows. Sam Walker, bricking windows. Well, he doesn't even do it, he makes calls to get them bricked. So you tell me why anyone would want to get judged by them. Hence the reason why I've never done a talent show. I've got a talent.
Stinks of jealousy, doesn't it? Because why are you affected, Cory? What I do on my platform, it is us having fun, you know, singing along, laughing, and then you're sitting there hating. It stinks, jealousy. You know, Simon Cowell, he doesn't have a talent. Neither does any of the judges have a talent. If I'm giving 500 quid away, I can judge.
I'm not going to criticise anyone. Absolutely not. I'd laugh. And that's my biggest problem.
But the thing is, with talent shows, who votes? The viewers. The viewers are the ones voting, you know? So, I mean, I know what's good and what's not as a viewer, you know? And we did put a lot of it to the viewers' vote as well. So I think it was very fair.
None of these have got talent. I wish that lady the utmost... You've got my utmost respect. I know you don't...
Listen to this. This is a woman that I've got this video, actually, that he's...
Swearing shepherdess, racist comments. I had made an account with racist comments. So one creator fell out with me. Do you know what? I might as well name them. I can't name a certain person for reasons which will become clear very soon why I can't name that person very soon. So Chester had decided to contact another creator saying that I made racist remarks. Yeah? We all knew it was a lie. That creator had a choice whether to post it or not. She posted it to her story. Yeah, and it backfired because there was only a few people that believe it, okay? There was only a couple of people that believed it, but there was that side of TikTok that went, we believe him, it was you. So I said, okay then, so if you believe this man on me, then let's play this video. So we must believe him on this. And that's how it started. Okay, I wasn't endorsing the fact that this person was telling the truth. I was simply making a point. And the point backfired on them for putting the recording up. Yeah, now you all remember, thank you. Now we remember. So when I'm getting questioning comments saying, you started this, I didn't start it, but it backfired on another creator. Because that said creator wanted people to say, Oh my God, it was Luke. So what have I been accused of? I've been accused by this person of being evil avocado. I've been accused by this person of I made the racist comments. Guys, we all know who did the racist comments. We all know who it was, yeah? Let's whether you support that person or not, we know who it was, okay? There was proof out there was clip channels out there. We know who it was. So basically this started with me playing a clip of Chester saying that somebody was in bed with a 14-year-old. But my point was merely, so you believe him that I was a racist, you believe him that I was a racist, but you don't believe him about this crater. And it backfired on them, didn't it? So that's all I've got to say on that, really. And furthermore, people will make you think and clip things down and say that I'm a liar and that I have called people a pedlo and stuff like that. I've always said, even when my family have said it, I've always said you can't call that person or anybody that without proof. So don't believe the lie. We've had a masterclass of manipulation this weekend. Manipulation, tears, threats, bullying. We've had a masterclass, and you can all see it. You can all see it. So I haven't said anything that anybody is a pedlo. So I might have called someone a pedlo enabler, but I've never called them a pedlo. So please pull the clips up with me saying it. Please pull the clips up of me saying it, because I actually remember saying you can't accuse people of that. So they're lying, they're manipulative. But let's talk about the manipulation, what you've seen this weekend. So we've seen tears that TikTok have vindicated certain people. TikTok's not judge and jury, it's a court of public opinion. So no one has vindicated anybody, and nobody can really make serious accusations against anybody. It's a TikTok app. Yeah, it's a TikTok app. So the other thing is that made me absolutely laugh is the manipulation of this person must talk on this, and he must do better to talk on me, and he must talk on me. And then he jumped live and talked on her. And I thought, oh my God, we're going back 6-7 months. What does vindicate?
Guys, can I do a poll, right? What do you guys think? And you can have your own opinion, right? Are you team Red and Luke, right? Or are you team EQ? So it is boring now, isn't it? We need new drama. Absolutely, I agree. No, you've got to have a team. You've got to choose. You've got to choose one or the other.
It means that you've been freed of something. You've been vindicated of something. It was proven. But we're not in court. It's got nothing to do with big up the clip. There's certain obsessions going on at the moment. I've jumped from like what I did yesterday is I jumped from live to live to live.
So let's go to say the reggae we call them the reggae dolls. We'll keep to that. So happy face the reggae dolls, sad face evil army, and you gotta pick. Okay, none of them. Well, if you had to choose then, okay, Team Cult. Well, apart from the Team Cult, because obviously it's Team Cult all the way. Here's Matt. Who's this? Lisa. Hi, Matt.
Hi, sweetie.
Right, should we do a poll, guys? Right. Happy face the reggae dolls, or sad face evil army? Wait a minute. An evil army involves Blue Army, which is also Zach the Brat, because he is Team EQ. Cory, EQ. Does it involve Cory? Cory's kind of like, yeah. And obviously the clickers. Who is the click now? Well, we call them the reggae dolls. Is Miss Red Luke, MT. Who else? Is that it? They've actually crumbled, man.
Cockapoo, Miss J.
Cockapoo, Miss J. It is actually Cory as well, I think. We're going to have to add Cory on that one too, so... Pearl, Alicia. So that's the Raggy Dolls. I don't know if really those kind of are in the... I wouldn't call them the clique though, do you know what I mean? Some of them. No, Topka and Alicia, I don't think they'd be in... I'd put them in that category. But anyway, they support Luke and Zed, right? And then you've got the Evil Army and the Zed Hive. Okay, because that's one army really, isn't it? Well, they've kind of in some ways joined forces. So, Happy Face, the Raggy Dolls, and Sad Face, Evil Army, and Zed Hive. Right, wait a minute, how do I poll? Where's this poll? A vote now. Oh, it's very, oh my God, it's actually a tie. That is very close. Oh, well, by only 10 people have voted for the Raggy. By like 10. I can't pick either, to be honest.
It did end fast because there's a new poll thing up at the bottom. So when you do them now, you're just going to have to say happy face or smiley face.
The local elections cut the vote. Oh, for God's sake. That was a quick poll. Oh, right. I was thinking that myself. That was a bit quick. Okay, we can't actually do it then. That bloody election at the bottom. Yeah. I will do it again when that comes off. Oh, okay. So we don't really know then yet. A poll at the top. Someone has put, should we do a poll at the top? Yeah. Can we do an actual
I don't think you can. Why that, son?
Oh, let me try. Custom poll. How do we do it though? What's that noise? Mum? No, I can't do it, guys. Can't do it. Oh.
As if she's still walking around with that cross on.
Around you, Matt, absolutely.
I stay safe at all times.
I just watched second you. Oh my God. I don't think I'm team anyone really. Just put this on cold, man.
No, it's actually funny watching it for a change and laughing. Because they're just arguing between each other.
I am the TikTok queen, absolutely. TikTok Prime Minister, me, yes.
But this has gone on for a long time, and all this back and forth between them.
If I had to choose, oh my God, that is so hard though, Zayana. What about you, Zayana? If you had to choose, your life depended on it, who would you choose? That's really hard though. I've had issues with both, so I don't know. No, I don't support anyone, but however, if my life depended on it, I don't know.
I don't know, you know.
Oh my!
Because you have to think about the people in it as well.
You told us to. I know. I'm gonna pick one. Oh, God,
it's hard.
That is really hard. Oh God! Oh my goodness! Why is me? Who are you picking? You have no issues with Zach? No, I have no issues with Zach. No, but it's hard.
If you could just have to pick one person from out of each side.
Oh, one person from each side.
Yeah, then it would be Zach and it, so I'd be over that side.
Yeah, Zach and that side. Oh God!
But only for Zach.
Yeah, I'd pick MT for that side. Yeah. Yeah. But if I had to pick a side,
I do like MT, but I ain't really seen much of MT because it's been off for ages, isn't it?
To be fair, I think I'd pick Alex.
Let's see.
No, that's been
Empty. I mean, sorry, not empty. Why do you keep doing that, Millen? Is that actually? That's actually
no,
Millen.
it's not. That's why I just exited that one. I forgot to say I don't think it would request again.
And if I still don't even know, guys. I had full volume. Sorry. I can't. I just can't pick. If I was to continue to say on say I'm continuing on TikTok and I have to pick a side for my TikTok as on TikTok, right? And who I'd want on my side and to support me, yeah, and it was benefiting me, I would probably pick, oh God. I'd probably pick EQ. And let me tell you why. I think with the raggy dolls, I think a lot of my haters are on that side. I mean, even though we're okay now, I think we're okay, but I have had more issues with. Yeah. And I don't think I'd get the support from that side than I would that side. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I think if someone was to do something towards me, it was being proven, I wouldn't get that support. So if I'm thinking about that, then it would be, yeah, EQ. I agree, yeah. Do you guys agree? Oh, I can't even put the poll up.
I agree, but it'd just be for Zach for me.
Yeah. But do you get what I'm saying, though, Zion? I've had more issues on that side.
Yeah.
Dragged more on that side. You know, I've had more problems on that side. That side don't support me. They don't really have my back. And they don't. You know what I mean? Where EQ, even though she's said vile things, she's done things and da-da-da, she has at times had my back. Yeah. But don't make me pick. Don't make me pick what I've already picked, but there you go. Yeah, you decide you've got it. Yeah, yes, I'm the same as Zach. Yeah, I mean, I don't need a side. When you need an army behind you, that's because you're not strong enough on your own. Yeah, you need protection. You need that support. You can't do TikTok on your own because you're not strong enough. Only a strong person will go at TikTok on their own. I like that one.
I think the only times you've crumbled, Angie, is when you've had a drink and people just literally lay into you emotionally. But other than that, you've always held your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, but you know when people say that, oh, I'm this flip-flop, I'm not. It's just because I will support someone and think, oh yeah, I like to go and watch something, and then something is said towards me and I'm not supported. Do you know what I mean? I don't get that support.
Yeah.
And that's and not just me, but us. We don't get that support from other creators. Yeah. Yeah? What big cat? Is that a panther? Check that shed. You haven't shut it, have you? Because that cat went into that shed last night. I saw a cat walking into that shed last night. You haven't shut the door, have you? You know the shed? I saw a cat walk into it last night. I'm just saying you haven't shut it, have you? Because you probably locked him in there. Black and white. It was. It had a white tail. There's no cat out here. No cat out there. dear. Oh, God. So, yeah, what were we saying now? What was MT saying in the comments? MT, what did you say?
I think you would look great in the evil army, Ange.
What are you saying? I'm evil. How? Sheeta's going to get done for catnapping at this rate. That's funny. No, I stand on my own anyway. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's just it's all boring now, though, isn't it? It's all stupid and just needs to end. And have some different drama. You can be evil ginger. What the hell is this? Sick. No, there's. Let's see what else is going on. Let me see what other messages I've got. You see, neighbour. Oh, that's me. Oh,
that big cat, is it still out there?
No. This is me going off. Protecting your friends and throwing everyone under the bus. Oh, that's me. That's my BPD, and if I don't care what anyone says, I'm going to use it.
Oh yes, is that your daughter?
Oh, right, I've seen that one.
She literally has called me a groomer at the time when people.
Oh, that's it. Got no more videos. What's this?
That's on here.
They will miss it.
Tony, do you know the address that I've given?
Oh yeah, I've played that numerous times.
There was a bird.
Angie and Zion are trying to create some.
Okay, I'll tell you. There's a Nick. Why was Nick blocked? This is out. You know, I was having panic.
Oh dear. Oh God, I don't want to change it. Is there any other drama? That's funny. Can you see that one? You want to watch that one again? Oh, that's hilarious. What's this one?
I'm not the weak one. I'm not the weak one.
I don't support no one that's going to...
You're not weak to it, you have to threaten you to even silence you. It's somebody who needs to get to the degree of being threatened, you know what I mean?
Listen, let me just say, to reply to what she said, yeah, and I'm not going to believe anyone that comes on a social media platform, right, with no receipts. Now, if this man you're talking about is off at TikTok and we don't know who he is, I would probably believe you because you have no reason to lie. You'll have no reason. There'll be no motive behind that because we don't know who he is, right? But the fact you're accusing someone on social media, that's quite a big accusation because we know who Rickster is. We know what he looks like, yeah?
Where is this cat's food?
He's eaten. He's not eating again yet.
You're starving this bleeding cat.
What do you mean he has 3 pouches? That's it. 3, that's enough. Then he has biscuits. He's eat again at 8. So yeah, sorry. Starving and bloody free
even saying Sophie Rose wasn't pregnant, and we know she had a baby, so she told thousands of people, and everyone called Sophie Rose a liar to the point she had to prove she was pregnant. They've done horrendous things to invalidate people, and they've run everything for a while because everyone's in fear, not me or anyone else that has spoke out against them relentlessly. But you know, that's why she sat there the other day, everyone, she said, I need everyone to defend me, otherwise I'm not going to play your clips or have you back on anything. But why is she only doing a news show? She's letting you have your opinion, isn't she? But she's not. So, and then they're invalidating my abuse. She said I was lying several times as well, if you notice over the years. This is why I'm outraged, and people are like, wow, you're obsessed. I'm obsessed because of the things she's done with my real life abuse. They've just tried to call me a child abuser for 3 months, all of them. She called me a groomer. He played the clip, you know. It's like they've all engaged in all this stuff, and it's horrendous. And I'm not the only one saying it now. Look what she did to Zach. These people need to be to the degree of how you talk about me on this app and have debates about it and actually stand on business. You absolute bunch of freaks who won't do anything outside of misread and Luke because you're so scared. Don't be scared. You'll make a fucking fortune. You'll get more views because you've got your own opinion. You just ricochet in every single thing that misread's bouncing off the walls for you. You bunch of sheep. You're absolute embarrassment to the lot of you. Stand up for what's right. I've been called a paedophile for 3 months and had my life ruined, you know, practically, and I've had to fight through it. You know, an unstronger person would have been unalive. Misread and Luke are going to cause someone to kill themselves. Imagine KJ wasn't strong, and for the last time she's been invalidated again in front of thousands of people and she went off herself. You know, honestly, these people are so dangerous. I only want people to stand alone. I don't want you to be my mate. I don't want you to say nice things about me. Fucking terrorise me if you want, but terrorise them to the same degree as what I'm demanding.
I think as well, to go with that, like again with some of the comments where they're saying, oh, EQ, you're just using me. She's not. I'll put this into perspective. So this was spoken about a couple of years ago in Miss Red's life, which you can go back onto the FYP and see for yourself. She had me in her box. There was thousands of people watching. I basically gave a more in-depth story of what happened between me and Ricky. I gave every possible scenario. I'd upset myself when I didn't need to be. For me to be told that we've got you, don't worry, we'll stand by you, we'll look after you, you don't need to be scared of him. If he ever turns up to your house, you call me and I'll be there. This was all Miss Red that said this to me. Don't worry, we'll be there, etc., etc. Now, as people can see, I then, and Talia's brought it up herself, I got accused of something that I didn't do. And at the start, I showed the proof to that I didn't do it. And I'll make sure that someone makes a video to put all the proof in one so you can all just watch it and stop asking me the same question over and over again. But after that happened, this was after that I spoke to Miss Red in her live. Miss Red then hosted another box, basically outing me as a witch hunt. Her, Pearl, DG, her, Pearl, DJ, Ricky, and Miss Red allowed Ricky into the box to go at me, knowing what he'd done to me because I'd used her platform to speak out about him. So even after that, she still allowed him. She still allowed him onto her platform to then go at me and say whatever he wanted to say the worst, and nothing of that was stopped. So
play the live at 8 p.m, KJ, to remind everybody just after this live, you know.
Can I just say, I watched the video of Talia and I've been live with Kelly for multiple times, and she has never once brought up Rickster in our lives, ever. At all.
Because Talia turned around again on the live that she did, and I think a lot of people...
And I have commented on it, and I've said, basically, she's fucking needs to shut her mouth, because not once, when you're live with me, have you ever brought anything like this up at all. We just go on live, have a laugh, and have a joke. You've never ever brought Rickster up. So for Talia to say that, you only go live to talk about him, is bullshit.
Lissy, do you agree? As a friend, you two girls, do you agree that all these FYP hosts should be talking about this tomorrow and what they've done to people, Miss Red and Luke? Do you agree that should actually happen?
Yeah, I was just about to say Arc Agency was in the box there.
Yeah, Arc Agency was just in the box.
No, absolutely not.
No
I
way.
Bring them up.
Piss off. Abusers out of here.
What have they said? Hang on 2 seconds.
Don't ever respond to anybody here now. It'll get on the FYP. Don't let it invalidate what you've just done. It's brave and strong, and don't let them change the narrative.
It is.
Can I just say as well that, and I think this is speaking on behalf of Chelsea, I think I heard Chelsea say earlier, I haven't been watching too much of it because even though this was like, I'm 32 now, this all happened to me between the age of 20 and 23. So 3 years of abuse I took off that man. And I haven't even told you the half of it. Like, I could go into some detail, some horrific detail, but I don't want to do that to myself. I haven't, people work on receipts here. I can't back up what I'm saying. And unfortunately, that's what happens to people that are victims. People just expect them. Now, I just want to highlight this, that people that are in a DV situation will not normally have proof. They'll have proof of the bruises afterwards, they'll have proof of the injuries, but you wouldn't catch many DV survivors being able to get their phone out to sit there and find the proof for you lot to validate, to make sure that you're not lying. So I think when people say that, like, it needs to be listened to. But another thing that I want to say, I don't hate Talia in this situation. He's poisoned her. He has poisoned that girl's brain. I know because I lived through it. The sun shined out of his arse when I was around. He could do anything to me, and I'd still bow down on my hands and knees. Yes, Ricky, no, Ricky, 3 bags were full, Ricky. She's only doing what I did once upon a time, so I can't hate her for that. But what people need to realise is that that woman is not safe. She's not. If she's with him, she's not. And I will help, do whatever I can to help with that situation, but...
And I just want to clarify to the person who just said in the comments, Miss Redding speaking on this, we don't want Miss Red or Luke. They've spoke on it. They've invalidated everyone. We want everybody else on this app to hold them. Because if I'd have done this, and I'd have done this over many years, and I'm going to play the footage tonight, it's years old, Miss Red literally nearly cried with this woman. Did she actually break into tears? Because I'm sure she was very emotional about it all. And now she sits there. So we don't want her fucking opinion. It's dead. She's gone. Fuck the witch, you know what I mean, on this app, because she's nobody to give an opinion on it now after all she's done. So we don't want to hear from Miss Red anymore. We don't want to hear from Luke the Judge. We want to hear from Chippy and from every single other FYP show host. And stand on your fucking business. Will, AJ, fucking Alicia, every one of you women that said you've been through domestic, speak on Luke and Miss Red. You gang of cunts, because I swear to God, the spotlight's on yous. Goodbye before I get banned.
How are you feeling?
Shall I drop down and back up?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, just in case.
Take a big, deep breath. But I'll make sure, I don't know whose page it will go on, but whoever wants the photos, that they can make a video just to...
Yeah. Dr. Evil, they're in the Discord, so I'm sure they'll...
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that I asked the Observer to come in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, do you know who the Observer is?
No.
Oh, okay.
You'll post a lot of live clips, not clipped down or anything, they're in full. And she puts them on YouTube.
There she is in the comments.
There's our gal. So yeah, if you're okay with it going on YouTube, the next time someone questions you on it, you can just go, excuse me, leave me alone, go to the Observer, is on her channel.
Yeah.
So as long as you're okay with that, KJ.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know all of the proof, obviously, to say that I didn't take any money off anyone and that I was actually out of pocket rather than in pocket?
Yeah.
I can send that. The only thing is I probably wouldn't, I'm going to crop down, do you know, where I transferred the money, so the person's name isn't all over YouTube as well. I'll probably just try to crop out their last name or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Observer wouldn't mind doing that if she's...
Because, to be honest, they don't need shit. Like, we don't get on anymore because of this whole situation, and I wasn't backed, and everyone turned against me when I was the only one that could show any kind of proof.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't want... They haven't done anything wrong to get any shit.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Yeah. Chill my brain, and Coventry are on in about 15 minutes, the football, so I want to go watch that.
Yeah, we are very proud of you, and you know we're in the Discord, so you can message us, but at least you can come off now, drop your shoulders, keep your head up, take a nice big deep breath. I like the way that she comes in just as,
yeah, I've just blocked and muted. Don't worry.
Yeah, so well done. Everyone's in here supporting you, and but yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see you all later.
Big love, KJ. You've done amazing.
Bye. Big love,
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Is that it?
Yeah, done.
Well, what do you think, Diana?
I don't know. She's saying that she's coming with receipts tonight, isn't she, and playing videos?
Well, I think we're going to have to look. Oh, wait for those receipts, isn't it?
She's saying she's got the old videos from years ago where people said that she was a lawyer in Miss Red's box.
Oh, right. Well, those are videos she's got.
That's what she. I'm sure that's what she said.
Right.
I think that was what she said.
Weren't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was, because I think I heard the same one. I'm gonna like.
I'm sure that's what I heard.
I mean, see, I don't know what to believe at this moment. Do you know what I mean? Because I haven't seen any receipts. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he hasn't been convicted of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the police haven't got hold of that.
So,
but all you can do is wait for the receipts, like you said, Angie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I was a bit confused because she showed the one picture where she had that to her eye. That was November. And then she showed the other picture was the 16th of December and she's still with him. I don't know. But you do stay with people, don't you? But I don't know.
Yeah, but if she was, like, see the bit what I don't get either, if you're with somebody for 3 years and that was going on for 3 years, you would have proof. If that makes sense.
What do you mean, proof of what?
Like, if he was doing that to her, like, what she said.
It was a different time then, because she said that she's old now, 33 or 32 or something, because she said she was only 22, 23 back then, so 10 years ago.
Right, okay, right, I get it now.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, yeah, that, like I said, you know, it's a difficult one because we know that EQ hates Rickster and Talia, you know what I mean? But I haven't seen any of them. So, I don't know. So, can't prove. Yeah, you can't prove your DV, but what I'm saying is if you're coming on social media to make an accusation, a severe accusation such as DV, you better come with receipts. I'm talking about if the other creator is also on TikTok. I'm not talking about someone that we don't know of. We don't know who he is. We know who Rickster is. So this is damaging towards him if it's a lie. I'm not saying she is lying. Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying it's a very big accusation to be making towards someone people know and know where people probably know where he lives as well. So it is damaging and dangerous. Do you know what I mean? To make something like this with no receipts. This is not judge and jury, man. Do you know what I mean? And so far I haven't seen any of those.
Talia and that was trying to get in the box, but they kept blocking their accounts.
Yeah. I suppose. What time is she going to be live with the receipts? These receipts.
I think she's coming on normal time, 8 o'clock.
I mean, last time when she came on, she had no photos, and suddenly she's got photos. I mean, why didn't she come on? And that was how long ago was that? That was a long time ago. You know what I mean? How you think?
Yeah, she said probably unless they're saved somewhere on it on Facebook. I don't know.
You would have text pictures to... Yeah, where's messages? Where's the text messages? Where's the call logs? Where's the... Okay, maybe not the call log, but where's the... I mean, messages you can make up, though, and manipulate, but, you know, you're not going to... You can't make... Can you manipulate the dates? So where are they? Because you'll have those, right? Do you keep? No, that's true. That's also true. But at the time when she came on and said, surely she would have had the messages then, though. 2016. Yeah, a photo. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. A photo of DV, a photo of that does not prove anything, because that could be from anybody. Now we don't. The problem that people have here is that EQ has a hatred towards Talia and Rickster. Is this a setup where a woman has been maybe had a fight? I don't know. Maybe someone has done that to her. I don't know, and they've decided to use it against Rickster. That's a possibility, right? So, are they setting Rickster up here? Convenient timing, what do you mean? Sounds like this is disgusting against a victim of abuse, but many people told me that I didn't go through DV, so I'm allowed my opinion, right? Like when you go to court, you have like a prosecutor and defense. Are they disgusting for defending that? You know what I mean? It's my opinion. Because, once again, I repeat, EQ has such a hatred towards Rickster. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah, that is true. And, like, do you know what I mean? And also, you never know what goes on this app. Because it's TikTok at the end of the day. You never know who's saying what and what's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, you know, she could have, she's got a black eye, but that could be from anybody.
Exactly. Like, we're not saying...
My question is here to this lady is why, when she came onto I think it was my platform, I can't remember now, but why didn't she show that photo then? Why has it suddenly appeared?
Yeah, true.
Why didn't she show it? Because surely that would be the first picture you would show, right?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And then it's suddenly come out now with all this back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I think Minnie Mac's asking for the box, but I can't put her in.
I'm just not sure. And then, that Cory was meant to do it on his live, and she sent a message, and next minute they're having a phone call about it. It just seems a little bit off to me. And I don't know why EQ'd want even Chippy's opinion to call it out. He's aggressive. This guy's an aggressive man. You know what I mean?
See, I don't know who Chippy is, because I just normally watch US, or...
Well, he's quite aggressive, so verbally aggressive.
I don't watch him then.
I'm not saying physically, but verbally. Things he says. So, and obviously, with Chippy, you don't go with receipts either. You don't go by receipts. He would just probably look at that and go, "Oh my God, yep, she's got a photo there. He's done it." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you always need proof, like backup proof of.
That's not solid evidence. Do you know what I mean? But these people
like 2 seconds.
These people that are doing FYP are stupid. They just go by hearsay.
Sorry about that.
Chippy is irrelevant. Yeah, Chippy's irrelevant, so I don't even know why she even cares about what Chippy has to say. Do you know what I mean?
Because she wants Chippy to talk on it, that's why.
Yeah, because she's part of that little circle, isn't it? She sees him as because of what he said he's been through, which is DV, which everyone has their opinion on, right? So he said that he's been through that, so he expects him to have an opinion on it because he is kind of more on their side, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Chippy doesn't get numbers hungry guy. Because Alex is not live at 8, right? And when I went on there, I think he had 400 people on. But I'm going to be going live at 8 too. Absolutely. I'm going to be going live at 8 and 12. Yes, he's got so much to say about me. Absolutely. Hasn't got a side. Yeah, but, you know, listen, he gets about 400 only. And don't tell me any different because I was watching, absolutely was. But yeah, so I'll be going at 8 as well. He barely gets numbers, exactly. He gets about 400. So I don't know why his opinion is relevant to with someone that is verbally aggressive. No, that's Alex is leaving TikTok, Miss Taurus, not Chippy. That's Alex. I think he's leaving he's gone, I think. 400 is still good for some, Angie, and I don't. 400 is not bad, but it's still not great, is it? 400. Oh, thank God. What? Yeah. She only said as she's doing all she can to push Red and Luke off is giving up says. Well, that's how I see it because, you know, I don't know. When you've got someone so hating on someone as much as EQ is with Vixter, you're going to think, do you know what I mean? That she's going to do anything to, you know, tarnish their name, innit? Lucy wants a box. Who's Lucy? Lucy. Hello.
Hi, Anne. Sorry. Just a quick one. Everyone in the comments is saying that there's people victim shaming and stuff, but I think the main problem here is EQ's conversation was with a vendetta against Luke and Red. She was fixated on that. She wasn't fixated in supporting those women. She was fixated in the fact that Luke and Red had this on their platform, but there was no evidence. So to me, that whole part there is irrelevant. But I'm not explaining myself very well, sorry. I think what I'm trying to say is that she's fixated on Luke and Red, and I think that moment she then lost her point on supporting those victims because she kept bringing it straight back to Luke and Red. Does that make sense?
It's like a personal vendetta. When you look at a personal vendetta, you've got to ask yourself, could this possibly be a setup to you know, because of her hatred towards Luke, Miss Red and Vixter, you know? And let's face it, anyone could have done that to her.
Might not 100%.
You know, and that's not evidence, her showing a photo of a bruise. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. And
yeah, no,
I'm not saying that
her personal vendetta is like kind of so in some way, yeah, and I get what you're saying a little bit on that obsessive side. So she should be doing anything in her power to take them down.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that the victims are lying or anything like that because we don't know that and it's not our place to know. I mean, you'd like to think that all this has gone to the police if there is now that much evidence 2 years after.
But if it has gone to the police and that person has not been convicted, you cannot say that he's an abuser.
Exactly.
You cannot go around because then you'll be done for slander, you know. And also, you've got to ask yourself, who's the victim here? The actual, because people keep saying victim shaming, and I hate that word. Right? Who is the victim? The victim of DV or the person being accused? Because mainly men, can be falsely accused, which makes then him the victim of a crime, because a false accusation is a crime. So who is the victim? And you could ask yourself that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is why I think the main problem is.
You might be in the victim in some ways in the eyes of the law, but you're not like a victim until you know you actually go to court and that man is convicted. That's when you are a true victim. But unless he's not being convicted, and I do understand that some things happen and it doesn't get to court, it doesn't get convicted.
And read my message.
Yeah, but you can't go around actually making that accusation. Do you know what I mean? It's a very difficult one. DV is hard to convict. It's really hard to convict. At the same time, I'm a host. I can't go around and say, yes, he did it. Because then that's slander.
That's the thing. And I think that with this, if there's this much evidence and things, we should be going to the police and not to TikTok, because TikTok isn't the place to bring things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is what exactly I say. I think... Why not go to the police?
I'm going to jump down now. Thank you for letting me up. But everyone is saying 2 Cam 2 Talia. So I presume she's having her say.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Cam 2 then? Can we Cam 2?
Modded for the dear little Down syndrome boy. And all his money was going into her bank account. Yeah? Do you think he ever saw a penny of that money? Not one penny. Do you know what she was doing with that money? Listen to the brazen of it, right? And the family will confirm it. That's why they're so angry. That's why they're saying, don't talk about him, because it's very upsetting. But no one gets to throw my partner under the bus. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to direct anyone to who he is, where he is. But the fact is that woman, let her know I'm talking about her now, was obsessed with DG. Go ask him. Obsessed with DG. Do you know whose money she was sending to DG? The poor little Down syndrome boys. Hang on.
Wait for her to come back.
Tell you all about that. I'm going to tell you all about that, and then I'm going to tell you all about what Ricky actually said. Not what she says. Not that they're making up now, because he's never said that he never met her. Okay, so I'm going to tell you everything, and I'm going to remind you, before you all get manipulated, because you're all getting manipulated, I'm going to remind you what's been said, because you're all going to go, oh yeah, that's what's been said. Okay, because Zippy and the not one is going to try and spin something on you. Remember I told you yesterday they were going to do this? Liam's mod's got... Stop saying his name. Can we block out the words, please? Calm down. I'm perfectly calm. Please block out the boy's name. I don't want his name mentioned. I don't want any reference, but I am going to speak about it. Muted Brooke Boo for 5 minutes. I think that's part of the family. So we're going to do straight blocks, okay? Straight blocks, anyone? So remember I told you yesterday, yeah, that Nut, let her know I'm talking about her, Nut, KJ in brackets Kelly is going to do a live, right? So let's debunk this. KJ was modding, right? This is where this all come about, was modding for...
Hi babes, you okay?
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm just turning this up because I wanna. So
hang on.
She ain't got a volume, huh?
Sorry, I've got fish and chips coming. I was just wondering where they were. So, can you all hear me? Let's build the room up. Let's talk about this person. Firstly, let's talk about the black eye. When you get punched or whatever in the eye, you tend to have swelling, your eye tends to go bloodshot, and it doesn't look like you've just put black eyeshadow in the corner of your eye, okay? I can verify that because...
Babe, I'm sorry, but I've got to say something here, right? Because I just don't want to listen about all this because it's ridiculous. Right, let me just say, like I've said from day dot, this person is an absolute liar. I've never been in a relationship, but she's absolutely raving lunatic. The only thing, whatever, she works in the offices where I work for, and she went to a boxing presentation. That is it. I don't ever met the person once in my life. She works in the offices. She was never in a relationship with me, or fuck all. I'm going to disprove everything. Anyway, she's a fucking lunatic. Everybody's already proven this a million times over. And then again, EQ's got her in a box to say fabricated, made up, compulsive lies. Can you hear me, babe?
Yeah.
You know, do you understand what I mean? Made up, compulsive lies. This is lies. Look, lies are the worst kind. Lies of the worst kind. Somebody saying that they was with me in a relationship. I'll speak to you in a bit, babe.
Okay. I only sent him to get fish and chips. Fucking hell. So if you can verify this, right? And I said this, didn't I say this would happen yesterday, right? Didn't I say this would happen? He never ever said that he'd never met her. He never ever said that he didn't know her. He never said any of that. Oh, who's that? Hang on. Pausing. Oh, cat.
We'll fix it. Fix it. Thank you.
Yay! Yes. He never once said that he'd never met her. Never once. So she will be able to show bank statements because she used to work for him, and he's always said that. The only pictures, fish and chips, the only pictures she's going to ever be able to show is the works do with everybody in. I'm sorry, if you're dating someone, what does she say? She's dating him for 7 months? Sorry, I've just cleared my boxes. Sorry, you can come in if you want. How long did she say she dated? I'm sorry, but if you've dated someone all that time, you'd have one photo, a dinner out, a nice walk, an evening meal, just pottering around. The only pictures she's just shown are the works do. And I told you that she was going to do that. And let's talk about the black eye. Shall I show you a black eye? Shall I show you? Hang on.
She muted herself.
So, did we see the black eye? Did anyone get a photo of it that they can green screen? So she's told everyone, that he broke her eye socket. Did anybody? Is the broken eye socket in the room with us? Did anybody see the broken eye socket? Anyone see that? Anyone see that? Anybody see that? Just a bruise. Okay, when you let me show you. I'm going to show you in a minute what a broken eye socket looks like. Your eye literally explodes, all bloodshot, and it's mostly like a yellow color, like a bruisey blue, like awful. I'm sorry, Zippy. You absolutely made yourself look ridiculous today. Even you, a woman with high intelligence, you, a woman that I would class. Do you know what I thought? There's no way Zippy's going to have her on because she just wouldn't endure the embarrassment. Do you know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't endure the embarrassment of it being completely debunked, but she's that desperate to get at Ricky because she's obsessed with Ricky. Even though we've said we're not talking about her anymore, she's that obsessed. Ricky's gone to get lemonade and Coke for the fish and chips. I've ordered fish and chips. Would you like to know anything else about our life, Lacey? Would you like to jump up? Would you like to know all about us? Right. So, no more from her then. She obviously doesn't want to jump up. When you've got a broken eye socket, your whole face swells out, okay? You don't just get like a little bit of black eyeshadow. And Zippy, they're like, this woman's story. We're all gonna support you. It's really important that this woman gets her story out. Please, get a story out of a woman that needs it. Right? And for the people that keep calling the police, I'm like, stop wasting police time. Stop using DV as an excuse to build your platform. This this person, where is it? Only comes on to talk about this story. The last person that debunked this story was EQ, right? So let's draw close to the fact that Ricky has never, ever said that he didn't know her. She worked for him. He's never, ever said that didn't happen. So why, Zippy, why are you going, see? He said that he's never met her. Look at the pictures. There's pictures of them two together. Our works do. She dated him for how many months? How many months did she date him? Months and months and months. Not one photo of them alone. Not one photo of them alone. And the black eye. Oh no, it's not a black eye. It's a broken eye socket. So does anyone, have we got any like nurses in here or medical experts so we can talk about how bruising works? Right, let's talk about the broken eye socket, because we all saw the broken eye socket tonight, didn't we? We all saw the broken eye socket. So let's talk about the broken eye socket. When you get your eye socket broken, I can show you a picture with mine completely broken. You're Alice, you can probably vouch for this then. The first thing it does is swell out massively, yeah? Is that your Amy, Mitch? Massive, red and everything. Can she jump in the box and explain how? Because she's saying, oh, this, you know, my broken eye socket is a little bit better now. And it was like, I'll show you exactly what it looked like, right? This is like what I'm going to do. This is a broken eye socket, yeah, to her. This is her broken eye socket, yeah? So she's got a bit of black. She's put a bit of black there like that and gone down like that. That's her broken eye socket. Yeah, we'll all get the eyeshadow. Can we see if like this is quite similar? Oh, look at my broken eye socket. Who's got a broken eye socket? Nobody! So let's get a nurse in to judge my broken eye socket. This is the healing of a week of a broken eye socket. Please, if anyone knows what a black eye looks like and a broken eye socket, it's me. Because I've had mine done and it's not nice. It doesn't take 2 weeks to heal. It takes over a month mine took to heal. Over a month. I think you just debunked it. So let's have a look. Has anyone got this picture of this broken eye socket? Oh God, I look like a twat now, don't I? It would swell, yeah? The bruising would be yellow and blue, yeah? Almost purple. Yeah, there would also be like some sort of criminal conviction as well. Would there not? Because apparently, you know, it was that bad, you could go to work and the eye would close over. Right? Does her broken eye socket look any different for this? It's different for each person. No, we're all the same. We all bruise the same. That's how investigation and you know, the people that do the slabs when people pass away and they do all the autopsies and that, everything is determined by bruising, how the injury is, the colour of it, how long it's been there. Okay, you can't come on here and tell lies like that. You cannot come on here and say that my fella broke your eye socket and the only picture you can show is black eyeshadow in the corner of your eye. Do you even know? Where have you sent it, Danny? Can you... You're never going to do that. You're never going to do that. Okay. Okay, everyone, according to KJ, that's her broken eye socket. Broken eye socket, yeah? Not a punch, not a slap, broken eye socket. So this would have to be completely fractured, yeah? Oh, is the broken eye socket in the room? Nurses, can I have some verification, please? Can I have some verification, please? Is this a broken eye socket? Right, and on the picture it says it looks a little better now. So this is a healing broken eye socket. So we know what colour a healing bruise is, don't we? Is it black? That looks like a broken eye socket. Do you want to see my broken eye socket? Let's see my broken eye socket. 3 weeks after I had it broken, I was barely recognisable. Barely recognisable. It's wrong what you are doing. So wrong. So wrong. You come on here on a platform, right, and say these disgusting lies, and then she says, and tomorrow I'm going to get my... can we just straight block everyone that has anything to say? Don't even bother muting, just straight block. Tomorrow I'm going to get all my bank statements and prove that I used to work for him. He's always said you used to work for him. He's always said you used to work for him. The only photo you could pull up is at your works do, and you're not even alone. You're in a group of people. Bring me something. You are not going to debunk real DV victims. You're not going to push them aside and make this a story for yourself. Because we all remember when you told everybody that you got kidnapped. Do you remember that story? When you told everyone you got kidnapped and you were straight up lying. It's so bad. So bad. And let's not forget the poor boy, the poor Down syndrome boy who you used to mod for. He couldn't open a bank account, so you put all the money, he put all his money into your bank account and you spent it on DG Decor. DG Decor. So is this a good person? Go and ask DG Decor. DG Decor said, I don't want your money. DG Decor said, I don't want your money. That's what he said. Yeah, I need to change your mod. So this person with the broken eye socket, she used to mod for a Down syndrome person. I don't want to give too much of him away. I'm such an idiot. And he couldn't withdraw his money, so she said, okay, we'll put it in mine and I'll look after it for you. She spent the fucking lot. She spent the fucking lot gifting DG Decor. So, do we support this? Do we support this kind of person? Ask him. No, better still, go and ask Zippy. Go and ask Zippy. Go and ask Zippy. Because she's the one that brought it to the app. So it's a bit funny how you've embarrassed yourself now, right? Isn't it? It's a bit funny. And did you see what we put in the chat? So if I was you, I'd quickly rectify this. Did you see what we wrote in the chat, Zippy? I'm always going to be a million steps ahead of you. We already knew you were going to do this. I already pre-warned our viewers and they think you look silly. You can't come on here and say that somebody's broke your eye socket. Somebody's, or you've dated a man. For how many months did she say she dated him? How many months? I could show you a picture when I first started dating Ricky. I could show you a picture the first time I met him, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Even now, we've been together almost a year. We're about to celebrate our anniversary, right? Almost a year. I could show you a picture on every time we met. Show me a picture. I'm not talking about your work, do. He never said you didn't work for him. Is that actually, that's where your infatuation started, at work, when he was married. Yeah? So let's see, because you dated him for 7 months, yeah? Listen, prove me wrong, I'd love you to. But for 7 months, you dated a man that you can't show one romantic picture with. 7 months.
Well,
Or
if he's married, he wouldn't have let us have him,
even if
would he?
it's 2 months, show one picture. Not your work do, because we all know that you worked for RSB. That was never a lie, and you're trying to spin it like he said he never met her. No, nobody said that. Not one person said that. We all knew you'd come on, and we all knew that you would try and set up Ricky yet again, and you failed. You failed. So take your eye and your black eyeshadow and your broken eye socket and put it where the sun don't shine, darling, because nobody believes you. Nobody believes you. No, and just like they didn't believe you 2 years ago, just like when Wayne come on, who knows you very, very well, Wayne jumped up and said, I know this girl, I know she's this and this, she's a liar. It was eyeshadow. Listen, stop it. It's embarrassing me. Like, I'm so over this.
2 minutes, I'm just going to the charger.
Thank you, Dee. This apparently is a broken eye socket. The camera's putting eyelashes on it. Stop it immediately.
Ange, are you okay?
Stop it! Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to turn it down a bit. That's so annoying because it's putting eyelashes on me too. And that's a broken eye socket. All black. No yellow. No blue. No bruising. No swelling. No red eyeball. That's got eyelashes. That's a broken eye socket. Where's the photo at the time? Where's the photo at the time? No, Sammy Joe, eyes don't bruise differently. That's smoky eyeshadow. Listen, take your goth look and shove it where the sun don't shine. Nobody believes you, darling. Nobody. You dated a man for 7 months. 7 months, and you can't show one picture other than your works do. He's always said he met you at work, and he continues to say he met you at work. He continues to say, and what about the guy that you accused of kidnapping you? Yeah, what happened to him? Oh, Sammy Joe, I've had my eye socket broken. Yeah? After 2 weeks, I was still unrecognizable. I will post it. Oh, I would have been grateful to look like that with a broken eye socket. Please bring her up in this box because I'm going to ruin her. And let me tell you something, KJ. I hope you're flush for money because I'm going to take you to civil court, right? Why don't you go and ask Zippy to fund you a lawyer? Tell her to pay for your lawyer because I'm going to take you to the cleaners. I'm so excited about suing you to bits. I will take you to the cleaners. You see that slander that you just did? You'll never get out of that. That's 2 years worth as well from the last year and this year. I know my fish and chips. I'm going to call my lawyer in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to show everything and I'm taking you to civil court and I'm going to spend thousands on it. Do you know why? Do you know why? For women who have been beaten to a pulp and for you claiming that you're victim, just like when you told everyone that you'd been kidnapped and you hadn't, and you want your victim story. And you met Ricky at work and you thought, yeah, he's the perfect person because he's got a massive platform on TikTok and I can build my TikTok. See you, civil court, go and ask EQ to pay for your lawyer because you ain't going to be able to fund what I'm about to throw at you. You ain't going to be able to fund it. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see, because I am fuming. Do you know what I was expecting? Yeah, no word of a lie. I was expecting like how I looked. Face out here, eye bloodshot all red, yellow all down here, all bruising. You see when I saw this? And she said that my man broke her eye socket. I thought, you're done. See you in court. On my life, I'm going to sue you. Sue you for that slander. You'll never, ever, ever be able to walk the streets. Put you everywhere. Because that's not the first man she's done this to, by the way. There's 2 others who never took her to court. 2 others. One she accused of kidnapping. And not to mention, by the way, the Down syndrome boys' family, are you in here? If any of them have been muted, you best unmute them now. They've got blue and yellow hearts. Yeah? Did she ever get convicted for that? I'll pay your lawyer as well. We'll go for the full hog. You're in here, Jenny Boo. Did you take her to court for that? Can you prove it? I'll fund your legal fees. Let's go. You will never disrespect me. Never, ever disrespect me like that. Coming on here on the internet talking about my fella like that and making up disgusting lies. No, you didn't speak to the police. Okay, cool. No worries. I got you. I got you. You'll get all that money back plus compensation. Coming on here and disrespecting me and thinking that you can get in Zippy's box and you're going to tell lies and we're just going to go, oh no, you're done. You're done in this town because you're a Londoner. You ain't no Midland girl. You're a Londoner. I'm watching you, Danny. How can you come on here and lie like that? And you think Zippy's going to have your back? This is the funny thing, yeah, because Zippy used her like a pawn, yeah? Zippy used her like a pawn. She'll never have her on her platform again. Chewed her up and spat her out, yeah? Didn't work. And now you are going to suffer the consequences for that. You think she's going to pay your legal fee? She ain't going to pay nothing. Nothing. I'll call my lawyer first thing in the morning. Such slander. You're going to have to prove he did that. Harassment, malicious communication, slander, throw everything at you. Everything. Where's Wayne? Wayne, can you jump up, please, and tell everyone about this absolute wrong'un?
Not Wayne.
Jump in the box, Wayne. As if, man. As if you can do that. As if. As if. Let me jump on my other account one sec. Okay, let me know it's you, Wayne, okay? As if. I'm sorry, girls, like, chat. Let me talk to you for a minute, yeah, on a level, because I'm so wound up. You can tell I'm wound up, but I'm trying to keep my cool as well. If you've been dating someone, yeah, even just 2 months, you met them a few times, they've been to your house because she claims that he went to her house, innit? So she's someone that's very forward, yeah, probably puts out on the first date and all that, yeah? She's someone like that. So if that's the case, yeah, and that's happened.
Don't forget he's got a wife.
Picture with him.
I don't forget he's got a wife.
I'm talking about on a work stew.
I don't think you'd get a picture if he's got a wife. He ain't going to let you have a picture with him, is he?
I'm talking about you and your man that you've been dating with.
Even though you've already debunked it, but I would say no picture.
You've getting on with, you know, you're seeing him. You know he's got a wife, but you don't mind because, like, you like that, and you're when you have one picture with him. I'm not talking about the work stew because everybody knew.
Hey, babes.
Okay, hang on. You to the core. Ricky, text me on the princess phone, please. True to the core, where is he? True to the core, okay. Hello.
Hey, Talia, you alright?
Yeah, we knew this would happen, didn't we?
Well, this is a long old story that's been going on and on and on. It's just KJ being the manipulative, controlling bitch that she is.
Don't get yourself banned. Don't say any swear words or anything because we want to hear what you've got to say.
I always get banned. It's not a problem. It's TikTok. It's not real life, isn't it? But yeah, she's nothing but a liar. How I got to meet KJ was many years ago, about 3 years ago. I used to go live quite a lot, and herself. She became my mod. Oh, thank God for that. Hey, Danny.
Oh, what happened? Did you get bananaed?
No, she just dropped under.
Okay, he'll have to come back. You'll have to come back on a different account. I told you not to. One.
Yeah, he got banana. That was a fast banana, wasn't it?
I'm back in the room. You keep pausing. Yeah, because Ricky's trying to ring me. Hang on 1 second.
Let me quickly look at this message, isn't it? Oh, she's joking.
Why is Levi ringing her?
Nans.
I'm really confused.
I'm a bit confused too, to be quite honest.
Some granddads. Let me know.
Line as well, so sort of like on WhatsApp. Even a cousin, Dale, very good friends with him still. We speak on Snapchat and whatnot. Everything that sort of she's saying is an absolutely fabricated lie. She had this massive, shall we say, fixation, obsession almost with Rickster. It was almost like...
And read my message.
I don't know, boiling a bunny in a pan of water. Do you know what?
Read my
Let's
message.
screen record this now, guys.
Yeah, please we do I'm not that arse, I didn't get involved in that much. But yeah, she's completely a manipulator and a liar. She'd lied about so much. When we first became friends, I used to think she was all right, Talia, so I'm not going to sit here and say she was all bad because she wasn't.
Yeah.
Then these lies started coming to the forefront. There used to be a woman called Chloe, her nickname was, or Angie was something like Welsh Chloe. What happened was KJ started using the story of her and her child to turn it into her own. So she started twisting things. Then the old Rickster sort of thing came about, and she literally was infatuated with Rickster. And I think she was more infatuated with EQ more so than anybody else, because when I used to
tell that.
Yeah, it was almost like she wanted to get to EQ to get to Ricky, because at that time allegedly we were seeing each other. I'm not getting involved in that, not my business, and not my
That's for another day.
That's for a different day. I'm not getting involved in it. But she was literally more infatuated with EQ. It was almost like she was saying, well, I can make up this story and EQ's going to have to believe me, because EQ at the time was massive on there.
Yeah.
She was really at the top of the game, which is fair play.
In the comments, okay? So you don't want to say bye.
Okay, as well, dear.
That's no lie, she did.
Never said she didn't. I don't know why she's doing that.
Exactly, and it was also about...
Wayne is actually one of her old friends, so let's get it straight.
Yeah, I'm one of KJ's old friends. I've known Ricky for quite a few years anyway, but I've known KJ longer. And the family, and extended family, so I'm not just one of you. Ouch, that hurt.
It's so loud.
It's got a long way to fetch you some pop, Annie.
Yes, because I live in the middle of nowhere and everything bloody closes at 8.
Oh, you see, city living all the way, girl. City living all the way.
And he's probably sitting in the car listening. Sorry, mate, go on.
There is no lie. Ricky and KD did work together, but she also worked with another 15 other people in the office at the same time. So it wasn't on a one-on-one basis. She used to come out with so much crap like, I've got to try and say this with code.
Yeah.
Oh, how do I say it with code? Right, she used to say things like to me, that Ricky's wife at the time used to bring his lunch over to him while he was in the office. She was under the desk. Little things like that. And I was thinking, nah, that can't be fucking right. You know what I mean? The old black eye thing had nothing to do with Rickster whatsoever. That was done by getting into a scrap on a night out when she went out into Coventry. And with her mouth, she ran her mouth and some girl clocked her one. That is how she got the black eye.
No, it's not a broken cheekbone.
No, she got clocked in the eye for being a gobby cow. That's what it is. That's what's happened. She went out and she said this to herself. I did believe her, but then her cousin Dale was saying, well, don't believe everything like what she says because she's known to be a liar. She was training to be a paramedic. She just bought a house.
These lies that she was making up.
Yeah, none of that was true. I am financially okay, and she knows I'm financially okay. So she used to try and clock me up for, oh well, I need £400 to get driving lessons.
Stacey in the comments says, yeah, she tells everyone that. Do you know her, Stacey?
You see, so it's not just. Yeah, this is not just me standing up for Rigster. This is for me standing up for what's wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I can't be wrong if somebody else is saying it. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, all that stuff, like you say, being kidnapped. No, she wasn't kidnapped. That was one of her, how can I say this with code? I'm not no good at this code stuff.
Wayne, you gotta be careful.
No, that's what I'm trying to think of a word for fantasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was one of her things. And she admitted that, not just to me, but to other people in the group chat as well. Why I have done that as well, Talia. I've emailed TikTok this afternoon to see if they can actually help me recover one of my old accounts. Because on there, we'll have messages from EQ to myself where EQ has stood up for me. A liar. She's seen this.
For a second, yeah, sorry, for a second. See, I'm really confused, right, with this KJ thing, because I do remember me, Pearl, and, I remember briefly, right, debunking it. She couldn't bring it, what I find confusing is she couldn't bring this picture then, but she's brought it now. So that's a little bit, why didn't you bring it at the time? I mean, this is a long time ago when she came on my platform. She brought no receipts. So she had receipts then, though. Why didn't she bring them? And secondly is, did not Rixa say that they met on Tinder? See, I don't remember where when she came on as to where she said they met. But he said that she said they met on Tinder. Because let me play this. Where is it? Give me a sec, I had it somewhere. Oh, wait a minute, it's in here, wait a minute. Yeah, one sec.
Took him to the cleaner.
Oh,
yeah, remember. Can you just tell everyone that was debunked by yourself, Pearl, Miss Red did it, Luke the judge did it, and this person, not my girlfriend.
How do you wind it?
Listen, can I say one thing to you, Angie? Would you back me up on this one because you know the real truth, right? Would you back me up? Do you remember KJ? KJ had come on and she turned around and said she was an ex-partner of mine and I messily abused her and she met me on Tinder and then she got that Liam, the Down syndrome kid, and took him to the cleaner.
Oh,
yeah, remember. Can you just tell everyone?
Met him on Tinder. Sorry, I was just set to, sorry, carry on now, Zayana.
And she was what again?
She said she met him on Tinder. Yeah. She said Tinder too.
She's ended.
Oh, it's ended. Yeah. She said Tinder too. So how do they meet on Tinder? What, do they just happen to two colleagues bump into each other on Tinder, or they happen to just work together?
I'm just gonna.
She said they work together on Tinder. What I'm saying, yeah. So she said they work together But Rixa said that this woman came on. Now I can't remember everything, right? But this woman came on and said that they met on Tinder. So I'm really confused. They worked together, but Rixa said Tinder. Yeah, Rixa said Tinder. Richter said that she came on and said Tinder. FBI Angie in the house. That's what I have all the evidence. I heard that, Angie. You heard what? Yeah, I meant Talia said work together and Richter and the lady said Tinder. I wish I had that video. Has anyone got the video of KJ on my platform? Everyone go and search for that video of KJ on my platform, okay? And then we'll find out then. Agency account, what do you mean?
She's back on. That's where she is.
Rixa did say he'd never met her before.
No, I didn't mean to. I meant to press more.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Maybe he just doesn't want to, I don't know her. I don't know. But he did say he never met her.
Talking about me. Yeah, carry on talking about me. Carry on.
To your house, you call me and I'll...
Oh, sorry. We just play this whole video. I'm sure it's on here, but I can't remember.
Classy's in there saying Angie's asking if they met at Tinder or work.
Bring Wayne back. Can everyone go in EQ's chat and write D?
Let me play it. Oh shit! Sorry.
Done there, and I'm just trying to just say to people, well, yeah, he sometimes loses his rag, However, she's abusive.
Can I say one thing to you, Ange? Would you back me up on this one because you know the real truth, right? Would you back me up? Do you remember KJ?
KJ
had come on and she turned around and said she was an ex-partner of mine and I messily abused her and she met me on Tinder and then she got that Liam, the Down syndrome kid, and took him to the cleaner. Yeah, remember. Can you just tell everyone that was debunked by yourself, Pearl, Misread did it, Luke the judge did it, and this person, not my girlfriend at all. Pardon?
Yeah, it was all lies.
Yeah, it was all debunked, wasn't it? EQ has literally said that she's going to put this woman, KJ, back in here when I've already debunked it. I've got all the evidence to do it. She's then passed it on to Cory because she knows I can debunk it within 5 minutes and embarrass her. And then Cory was going to do the exposure with his KJ and I'm going to debunk it. And she still hasn't jumped in the box yet. I'm just saying, you debunk this with Pearl, with Miss Red.
She would show the profile because you can always log back into your Tinder. You'd show it, wouldn't you?
She never showed it to me. She never showed it to other people on our WhatsApp sort of group that was going on. And don't get me wrong, it was just 5 of us, maybe 6.
I think she couldn't do that.
It was all lies.
In the chat for Angie.
Well, let's go. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here, Angie.
It was all lies. It was all debunked. It's just going to be hearsay. Not even interested. It's all bullshit. Yeah.
Thank you, Angie.
So
I need 186 crabs. Can you have a?
Yeah, I thought wasn't said here then, was it? Okay. He didn't say it was on Tinder. She's saying it. This is what he said, that when he came on, yeah, that he said that she came on and said they met on Tinder. So I'm very confused. It says it there. Look. How do I turn this volume up?
You're playing. Yeah, I know people lose their reg, and I know you do, I do. I'm just trying to prove a point to people where they say, oh, but Rix has done this, Rix has done that. And I'm just trying to just say to people, well, yeah, he sometimes loses his reg, However, she's abusive.
Can I say one thing to you, Ange? Would you back me up on this one, because you know the real truth, right? Would you back me up? Do you remember KJ? KJ had come on and she turned around and said she was an ex-partner of mine and I messily abused her, and she met me on Tinder, and then she got that Liam, the Down syndrome kid, and took him to the cleaner.
Yeah. Sorry, this on mute. I need that video of when KJ was on my platform.
It might have been Luke or something along those lines.
Don't say his name.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise for listening. I've never done that wrong. Oh, shit. But, she just fabricates a lies, Talia. And she tried doing this last year. She tried doing it the year before. And she tried doing it the year before that. At the time, Rickster and the other person was doing whatever them two was doing. And when I would get my account back, if TikTok can help me, I will show you the messages that I got from her.
We've got them already. Because he's out, I don't know where the hell he's gone to get a bottle of Coke, but obviously Tim Butt freaking too. But when he gets back, we've got all the messages from Zippy. We've got all the messages. We've got all that. We've got everything. So when he comes back, anyway.
Yeah, well, it'll all come to fruition. Sometimes you have to sit back and let karma take its natural course, because the universe does listen. And she's done this before, and she'll keep on doing it. She likes to believe in her own. She likes to believe her own hype. I'm not psychologically trained, but I do feel like she does need some form of help. I think she's got inner demons, Talia, that she's not really dealt with. A lot of her family don't speak to her, don't want to speak to her, don't want to even know her through the amount of lies that she's told about them. So if you're going to spread nothing but hatred about your own family members, what is a person capable of spreading about somebody else? That's the be all and end all of her. So no, I'll put my hand on my heart, stand on chest. What she said about Rickster is absolute. I was going to say bollocks. Can I say bollocks? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the word. But yeah.
I only think it's even more embarrassing that people like Zippy and Cory even want to go near this. They're clearly not intelligent people. The fact that they want to cover something that Zippy, who's EQ by the way, has already debunked, and we've got proof of that. You've got proof of that, and I think half the app knows that she was one of the people that were front running, calling this woman a liar a couple of years ago. But now it suits Zippy's narrative. She's all like, "Oh, did that really happen?" It's so crazy. Jump in the box, JJ, if you've got something to say.
Just reply to a comment from, I think it's Ria or Tia. You don't know day of the week it is you're constantly on drugs. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm 17 months clean, for your information, love. And the reasons why I first got talking to KJ was because I was put into police protection because of DV, and that is how me and her connected, because I went live as a part of therapy. I thought it would help. All it did was cause me more fucking harm. So yeah, shove your comment about rugs up your arse, because I'm clean. So go away. Do you know what I mean?
I think he's clean as well.
At the end of the day, Tally, if anyone wants to come for me for rugs, what they really need to do is stop and listen and take on board, or have a look at the reasons why people turn for substance. It's a solution to the problem. So those.
Don't even worry about being judged. No one's judging you.
I'm not bothered. Tell you.
17 months sober is absolutely amazing.
What's happened? Is that muted? Have I put my volume down again?
No, it's me. There you go.
don't get me wrong, me and Rickster have gone head to head on quite a few fucking things. I'm not one to back down. I'm not one to shut my mouth or keep myself quiet. If I don't agree with someone is saying, I'm gonna have the peace. It's simple as that. Do you know what I mean? But 3 years later, me and Ricky still are on good terms. It's not about if you go against someone, it's about how you work through it and work past it and move on from it. And unfortunately, KJ has never moved on and she never will.
So it seems like it was a bit of an obsession that just turned into stalking and harassment, actually, and it's still going on. That's why I'm going to take her to court. What do you think about this, Wait?
Well, that was from the night out. She got clocked by that girl. She went out on a night out in Coventry and she rang us up. She said, I got into a fight. I was like, what the hell, are you all right? You know, as a friend you would. Send me a picture. She got clocked by a girl.
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you, honey.
In her mouth. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean?
Now she's trying to say that's a broken eye socket.
Nah, it's not. That is just a punch in the face for being a mouthy bitch. And that's what happened.
But also with bruising.
Yeah, well, do you know, do you know, if I know it's not sometimes, if it's true, then I appreciate being in that situation. Sometimes it's not easy to actually reach out. But she never once said Ricky did that to her. It was always...
Really? So this is a new lie?
It was always consistent that she went out on a night out in Coventry and she got into an altercation with another bird and the other bird got with Brand.
How embarrassing.
And you know, if I thought for 1 minute Ricky did do it, I'd cut ties with him. I'm a person from TV background.
Everybody in his life, he's such a popular person in his real life.
Well, I don't know about popular because he's not quite popular at the moment because I think he's coming.
Not online. I mean, in his real life.
Oh, in real life, I don't know, but yeah.
Do you not know him off the app and bro?
Well, I know him off the app to speed. I've actually met Ricky a couple of times in Spain because I lived in Spain for 10 years.
You're her friend, isn't it? I keep thinking you're his friend.
Yeah, but I've met Ricky a couple of times in Spain. He can't remember because I'm going back quite a few years. This is when he did have his timeshare business and all SBD and whatnot. So we know we've got mutual friends and we met sort of there and whatnot. So, but yeah,
what she's been asked, right? Because she's saying she's dated him for months and months, yeah. So what we said, Luke and all of us, is, all right, post a picture then. Like, show us a picture of you and Ricky. Because I'm not being funny. If you've dated someone, even for 6 weeks, you're going to have one photo. This is the photo that she showed.
You also got to ask yourself this question, Talia. If she's standing on chest about dating Ricky for X amount of time, she knew he was married, so what does that say about her?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that she knew the wife as well, and they were great friends, and his wife literally came online and said, I do not know this girl.
No, she didn't know his wife. I think she
This is the only picture she can produce of them two together, and it's a work do. He's always said he worked with her.
Yeah, always. Ricky's never
They're even next to each other in the photo.
Yeah, Ricky's never denied that, neither is KJ.
We're having a look at AQ now.
It's good to have a photo taken of your group or your team that you're in at the time. It's just another fabricated lie. It's what she does. It's constantly bullshit. And when that old thing happened with that...
Had a bit Easter eggs, right? And they were 50p. You know them little ones?
Sort of thing. She talked about it a bit while I was with him, but obviously I'm going to invalidate it. Like Hallie's invalidating us now. It's just how you are when you're under abuse, you know. So stop trying to twist it back around to me. Thank you, Rosalie. And I only said she was lying because I was with him at the time. As you know, Talia's with him now, and you're not holding her accountable for calling us liars. We're not liars. And I'm very sorry to Kelly, and she probably understands because it's difficult when you're... it's like when the call I released, it was never for malicious intent. It was because of this. Look at the emotion behind all of this. Like, everybody just tries to say to me, she's obsessed. I'm not obsessed with no abuser. What you on about? It's so horrible that you sit there and say that about me. And that's why I hit the other day, Chippy. That's why I was so angry at you. Is this up yet? Have we got a copy of this new live yet? Even on the FYP? I think with it being YouTube, it might take a mile. Is there anyone of my audience, if you can pin the person who's got it, and I'll just go to their profile. I tried to stop Devon in her box that day, if you remember. And I would never have platformed Danny. Yous did, all of yous, to get at me. So I wasn't responsible for any of that. I wanted Devon not to be platformed anymore with the allegation alone in NFA. And Danny's not a member of this app, so I was looking after the members of this app, you know what I mean? And I'm on this app. So that was what my concern is. And that's why I only even talked about it for one day. You know what I mean? And he sits there having an opinion on things with women who've been through rape. It's terrible. Even the accusation alone, he shouldn't be allowed to say, and he won't be by the time I finish with him. Because he's only got the backing of these. And once these are broken down and people start speaking the truth on this app, because these have got no credibility now. You've got nothing to stand by anybody on this app now. Me, Luke went live today and said Kelly was a liar. We're going to hear Kelly's story. Invalidate her. Go on. What's she ever done to anybody? Let's have the FYP, okay. So don't dare not talk on this abuser any longer and allow him to sit with women of this app. Let's have the FYP. It looks like it says let's shave the FYP.
Right, this is...
Okay, so this is today, about 15 minutes before I went live, and this is my people in these boxes, plus their friends. And it was my people alongside Cory Wilde. Thank you so much, Cory, because I imagine he was the one that said, listen, I can't do it, but he still encouraged it. And that's why I went and was live before and said, you're a good lad, you know what I mean? He helped a woman. You know, he couldn't do it because he knew he would have got invalidated. I couldn't do it because I would have got invalidated, but these girls probably took it from Cory then, but he's been delicate and he's let it play out. He hasn't done nothing bad about it. He's just let it, and that's why I said earlier on to him, you're a good lad, because that is a good person. And as much as he's a little get, you know what I mean? Right, here we go.
So this, what I'm showing now, is the photographer. These are from that night that my injury to my eye happened.
Yeah, you can tell the night obviously because she didn't want to get accused of cropping it and all that, she showed both versions where it was on the outside. She read out the address of the website where you can find these, and I'm going to zoom in on it just momentarily because you'll see the full image in a second, but just want to show you everything. So this is like a staff party, and behind them here, you know, behind the heads in the middle with the girl here, it's hard to show you. See that picture there with the girl leaning forward like that? Rickster's at the back, which we're going to see closer, but it says RSB legal, which he claims he had nothing to do with. Remember about the company's house stuff the other day? Everything is lies that he says. So that I was just pointing that out, that when we do zoom in, look at the background behind him and that stand, and it says RSB legal, which he says he had nothing to do. It was never is. He's been shown for who he is now, everybody. If I see anyone sitting with that man in this app, I'm calling you out with full force. Because this app's getting sorted out. I didn't turn this app on its head. I've always wanted the best for this app. And I've always wanted everyone to be doing their own thing. You know, if I have an argument with one of yours, with me, I'll go, I'll rant back, and then that'll be it. I won't persecute you over and over again. It's just that multiple people come at me all at once because of Reds and Lukes, because they feel like they don't have a platform without them. Well, this is your time to have a platform. Just discuss everyone. You don't have to be horrible about people, but discuss the news like I do. And if you've got a personal beef, go a bit harder on that person, but don't invalidate people based on the boxes. Like, don't get rid of those boxes. Nobody should have boxes open anymore. Delusive Angie, fuck her. She's not on this level of us. I suggest every FYP show you have your own opinion. You don't open those boxes. You know what I mean? At the end of the show, once the new's been done, not as it's happening.
You're lucky Angie didn't hear that.
Based on who you've got in and who they like.
Is better than yours.
Do what I do and others do, and then open them at the end. Once it's all been said and done and shown, so you've had your opinion first, Do not get swayed by the comments. Look at how much love I've got. And Cory and those who are meant to have done the worst, because we stand by what our own opinions are. Not because the chat's saying no. Fuck the chat. You audience right now, you mind that I'm going to say this. None of yous will tell me or sway me in any direction ever. And that's what I'd say to you if you tried. And you'd say it to me too. Would you not? So that's the difference between me and you. You have to rely on, but if your clips are about the real truth, I'll be fucking playing them. Look at me platform, it's massive. And even when I go against...
Sorry, I was just in the bathroom. Did she say that I'm not on the level as her? I get more views than you. Maybe not now as you're doing what you're doing here, but I'm getting more viewers than you, love. How are you sitting there saying I'm not on the same level as you? You're right. Actually, you are correct. 100%. I will never be on the same level as a toxic bitch like you. Absolutely. Who wants to be on your level of toxicness? Does that make sense? Yes. Who wants to be on your level? Who? Chippy, who sits on 400 viewers at 8 in the morning. Yeah? Okay, Miss Red, she gets a fair amount of viewers. So does Luke. And guess what, EQ? I get more viewers than you. Okay? I get big viewers. So how dare you say I'm not on the same level as other people? Yeah? They're not on the same level as me. Because guess what? I have more viewers than they have. So don't sit there saying... It's a fact. Let's go on facts, shall we, EQ? Let's go on facts. I get more viewers. Yeah, I do. Okay. Miss Red gets more viewers. Luke the Judge gets more viewers. He's a bit of a snake, but however, he still gets more viewers than you. Chippy sits on 400 viewers. So he's obviously not liked. People don't like to watch his FYP. So let's base it on how many viewers people get in. The other night I had 8k. The night before that 5k. You are so... Make sure you screen record this, guys. You are so jealous of me, EQ. You are riddled with jealousy. It really does stink how you're dying to get me off the platform. Now, who were you constantly talking about to Canadian Angie? Oh, that's it. Me. Yeah? Delusive Angie this, delusive Angie that. Why was that? Because I am a threat to you. And she knows it. A huge threat. Absolutely. And now, like I said, we're going to go by numbers. None of them get the numbers. Definitely Chippy does not get the numbers. And I'll tell you why he doesn't get the numbers is because he's boring. As simple as he's boring. Nobody wants to sit and listen to his opinions. Nobody wants to sit and listen to his opinions. Facts. Yeah? I get the viewers on my FYP because people want to listen to my opinions. They want to listen to my opinions. Unlike they want to listen to your toxic opinions. I am a threat to the crow.
Saying, where's the evidence? Even though you don't like somebody, you can't do that. If I wasn't a strong person, look how much I broke in front of your eyes. Imagine a person who is just a normal person and they do that, so it can't happen anymore. So if you want change and you want to grow your platform, then do it. If you want to be paid for your opinion, have your opinion.
How is she saying I'm not on the same level?
Yeah, you've got the world at your feet.
On the FYP.
You're right. Why are you running with people you don't know? Did you come on this app with them? Are they feeding your family? You know what I mean? Half of you want to make it a job and you can't because you're bowing down to these people. They're not on any food chain. I'm not.
Guys, we're not going to watch EQ anymore, right? Yes, we're going to do a blackout on your love. A blackout on EQ. Can we go to Talia, please? Thank you. And we will have Rick and Talia in my box. Whenever they want to come in in my box, EQ. Turn the witch off. Yes, we're going to do a blackout. We're not going to watch you anymore. Watch your views go down. How dare you say I'm not on the same level when I get actually more viewers than most of you get on the FYP? Piss off. People love listening to watching me and hearing my opinions. That's why I get the numbers. Yeah? Which is probably more than what you get, EQ. Do you know what I mean? Yes, that's it. Piss off. Toxic hell.
Fucked with.
anymore.
Better.
Anymore. And you see, right, and it ain't happening.
Talia, you tell them.
It's not Angie, I love Angie. I'm honest to God, yeah, it's not happening because I'm very much in a happy relationship with a man that treats me like an absolute queen, like kisses my feet head to toes, loves me, yeah. But if I was in a domestic violent relationship, you would have put me closer to him.
EQ, yeah?
Like the way you lot have been behaving, like you would like.
Let me tell you something, EQ. She needs the cult to keep her afloat. Absolutely. I'm glad you put that. And that's a fact. And without me, EQ, you don't have that many viewers, because who is always talking about EQ? Us. We're always talking about you. We're the ones giving you content. And I'll tell you why we're giving you content. Because every time I talk on you, people watch you. And that's a fact. I'm here most of the time, most of the day, more than anyone. I get more viewers than most FYP pages, apart from obviously Misread. Luke the Judge, sometimes we're equal, sometimes he gets more. Absolutely. He's smashing it, although he's still a snake. Cory, I get more views than Cory, unless he's doxing or doing any of that. I get definitely more viewers than bloody Alex Brigham and Shippy, who sits on 400. I get about 3k on the FYP EQ. Let me tell you why. You don't run this app. You don't control this app. You don't manipulate this app, because that's what you're doing, is manipulating everybody's where they can go and can't go. I'm going to expose this person. Listen, don't get me wrong. I say it at times, but the difference is I don't actually do it. I say it out of anger. You do it. I'm going to expose this person, that person who's sitting with Rick Stowe, who's sitting with Talia, sitting with this person because you don't like them. You don't run the app. Yeah, we run the app. Yeah, you got no viewers, and I'm gonna black you out. Yes, absolutely. And listen, guys, let me tell you something. You go by viewers, yeah. So when you sit there, EQ, saying I'm not on the same level as you, no, you're right. I'm above you. I get more views than you. I sit on sometimes 5k, 8k, 4k, 3k. You're right. I'm not on the same level. I'm above. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you go by, guys, is the views. Yeah, the more viewers you get, that's drawing in attention to your platform. Yeah, regardless. Yeah, people like hearing my opinions. Yeah, Chippy on the other hand, 400. People don't want to hear his opinions. He's boring. He's not doing well. Alex, the same. Yeah. No, I've run out. They're gone. I gave them to the stray cats.
Angie's outside.
Well, I don't. What do you want me to do?
Why did you use them all?
There's only one here. There's
one left. Hurry up.
One left. Where is it?
What?
There's only one. Make sure you feed them outside.
What? Put them in the bedroom.
Outside. That's all there is. One.
I gave you a whole day.
I know. We've run out to get some time. I have to get some. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, you got to base it on views, right? I get the most views, okay? 5k, 8k. EQ hates it. She hates it. And that's what we're going to base it on, is what FYP draws the most attention, yeah? Because you want to hear my opinions. You don't want to hear their opinions. Alex, Chippy, boring. I've got to say how it is. EQ, you're stale, you're boring. You don't control this app. She actually really thinks she does control this app, man. It's embarrassing that you actually think that. You need the cult. Yeah, guess what? You don't have our back anymore after that comment. And I'm sick of it. Comment after comment. Little dig here, there. Talking on my trauma, talking on this. And how many times I say, oh, well, I take it with a pinch of salt. It's okay. I take it with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's stale bread. That's exactly what you are, EQ. And you don't have the back from the cult, and we're not going to come to you anymore. Absolutely not. Blackout on you, love. Okay, sorry, carry on, Zayan. I'd rather watch fucking Rickster than you. Carry on. I'm on one today. Absolutely.
She's gone off now.
Oh, just like her ADHD. Well, you can blame it on my BPD. What a cheeky cow. You know what I mean? That's the last straw. I swear to God, blackout, yes. Did I say something else? I said blackout, didn't I?
I think she's going to backtrack on it, because then she went something like, I mean the new up-and-coming ones.
Huh? Of course you did, AQ.
So you'll have to have a look on on the replay board. I heard it how you heard
I think
it.
what she meant, guys, is I'm not in the same league as her, you know, because I'm better, you know, I get more views than her. I think she means I'm above her. So let's not add me in that category. I understand that. I get it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If anyone controls this app, runs this app, it's me. It's the cult. Yeah, the biggest community on TikTok.
I'm shrinking myself.
Huh?
I'm shrinking myself.
Snowflakes. No, she doesn't get a lot. No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. She probably gets the same, to be fair, on the FYP. She probably gets the same. But then there's a lot of times I can get 5 to 8K. Do you know what I mean? So she doesn't. That's true. That is true. That's because of what she's talking about, Snowflake, the cat, and because we're seeing their cam 2ing her. That's why.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, you know.
If I cam 2 Alex Brigham, everyone would go over there. I'm not cam 2ing her no more.
Same as her, Red and Luke.
Oh yeah, my Lindsay's account. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. What's that, Zayana?
That's what she said. You're not the same as her, Red and Luke.
Oh, you're right. I'm not the same as you. Definitely not, because I'll probably get more viewers. More. Yeah? What are you talking about? What's she talking about? Get out of here.
Better than awful.
Take back your power, Angie. You say who and when people get in your box. Absolutely. Yeah, well, we're doing a blackout on EQ. She's not going to be mentioned on this live. So, guys, send me some videos as long as it's not EQ, because we're doing a blackout on her. Yes, she needed us. She needed us, yeah, to come to her, to talk on her, which we did. We spoke on her quite a lot. We're not going to do that anymore. Miss Red don't really speak on her. Little bits and bobs. Luke, you know, a little bit. He's, you know, but it's not as old FYP. So who's going to speak on you now, EQ? Because she needed people speaking on her to give her content.
Oh, you'd come to with a night time and things like that. And then you'd go off and people would go over, wouldn't they? So she's the one missing out.
Yeah. The thing is, yeah, one second, I'll put this in. Wait a minute, what charger was this? I've got the wrong charger on. I've got to charge my phone, guys. I thought I heard her say that because I was in the bathroom and I was thinking, what's she saying?
I heard it too. I was like, that's because Angie's better than you.
You might consider me, you know, drunk and all that, but I still get views. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think we should base it on views. Yeah, I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you haven't got Red, you haven't got Luke, you haven't got the cult. All you have going for you now, EQ, is Evil Army. That's it. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to start doing debates at 8 p.m. Absolutely. Well, I think we're going to have to start doing something at 8 anyway, because we're not going to be camping here anymore. What do you reckon, guys? Debates at 8?
Yeah.
Oh, she's done now without the cult. She's got anyone behind her.
Think of the first debate that people want and tell Angie in the morning.
And to think, she even seen her thinking, yeah, that the people that are in the same level as her is Luke, Miss Red, and Chippy, who gets 400 viewers at 8 o'clock, 400. And he's not even going to get that when I go live at 8. He's not even going to get that when he goes live at 8. You know what I mean? Oh dear.
And she's trying to get in with all them, and she like Chippy and people like that, so she can manipulate her.
Yeah, because
she thinks they're fresh, don't they? She thinks they're fresh on the scene, but Sophie's been around for ages. She ain't stupid.
Yeah, but Chippy's boring. It's just like watching paint dry.
And it's so they talk about her in a different light because she didn't like what he'd done or something.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, EQ, Rickster is welcome in my box anytime because you're not going to control the cult. I know people don't like him, but I don't know. I just like to piss her off, I suppose. Oh, he pauses all the time. Oh, God. You never know what would happen. You do your own thing and Leland backs. I don't know why Zach backs. I think that Zach backs it's all maybe financial reasons. Do you know what I mean? Because she does have a bigger kind of people backing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had a problem. Went to rehab. I don't have a problem, love. Do you see me drinking? Do you? No, you don't. But you can go, Kelly. I don't like your name. I knew a Kelly. I didn't. I should write bitch. Bye. With an A, Kelly. Be careful with Ricks to Ange. I know. Bye, Kelly. Can I ask why you had Alex in your box after everything? I told people, I sent him a message and I said to him that because he was changing his time slot. And I said, listen, I didn't know if it was because he wanted, because he saw my views and everything. And I said to him, I don't want any beef. You know what I mean? I said, I just want the peace with him. I mean, he's a bit like me, I think he can go on and on for days. That's why Luke wants to be on my side, because I go on and on and on. That's my BPD. You don't need any of the leg, them in the cult, they're all weirdos, never gonna be. Exactly. Has left Alex? He's left. Well, tonight. I've got to be back tomorrow. Oh my God. What he put you through is definitely debates 8 p.m. You'll smash it. What do you reckon, Anna? Debates at 8 p.m.
Yeah, you just got to think of a good one, ain't you, to pull everyone in. You need something that grabs everyone's attention tomorrow. Yeah, so everyone wants to get in the box and have a.
He left and Frankie appeared again. Hola, Linz. I'll come in the box, Linz. Well, it is your life. In some ways, it's your account.
I can't see no one in the box. You'll have to have a look, Ange.
That cat's always crying outside. What's he crying for? Someone said he wants to mate.
I was going to say that.
But every night.
Yeah, but then does it go away for certain weeks? Because if it ain't been around for a few weeks, it might be like mating season.
Yeah, so Linz will have all the heart meals, guys. Don't forget to send the heart. Can we get out Linz on the popular? It might be a bit too late, I suppose. How many does she need to get? Oh, he's 25k to get in there. Hi, Charlie, you right?
Yeah, I've got 2 ideas for a debate.
What? It's leggy. Yeah.
You want to hear it?
My leg, guys.
It's gone a bit crackly since you put your fan on.
I'm going to go on to my other account. Should I go onto my other account, guys?
I think I am.
My other account, guys. Bloody hell. Can you everyone tell Zayan